Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. This is very different from anything I've ever done before. I guess I have done a what my toddler eats in a day video, but I have never really shared what I eat in a day other than on Instagram, which I share all throughout the day. So if you're not following me on there, make sure to head over to my Instagram at NICOLEG. But if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome and thank you for joining. If you like my content today, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're always notified when I put out new videos. So this isn't just any what I eat in a day, it's what I eat in a day while I'm pregnant, and I'm actually 18 weeks and 1 day today. I always wear like the biggest shirts, you can't even see my baby bump. I do have biker shorts on, so I'll try to show you my bump. Baby is the size of a cucumber. I'm guessing it's a short cucumber because the cucumber I have is about this long. The baby's definitely not that big yet. So generally I try to eat a pretty balanced diet. I'm not like crazy strict on what I eat. Yes, I will indulge once in a while, especially while I'm pregnant, but kind of the difference in when I'm pregnant is obviously I have a lot of food aversions. I have some cravings that pop in here and there. I'm also trying to avoid nausea. So what I eat kind of is all revolved around that. Obviously at the end of the day, I'm just trying to take care of myself and my baby as best as I can, as we all are if you're pregnant out there. So that's what you're going to be seeing in today's video. So right now it is about 9 a.m. and every morning's a little different. I usually eat breakfast anytime between 7:30 and 9, depending on how crazy and hectic that morning was, if I have childcare or not. It's just been really hard lately to establish a consistent routine. One of the first things I try to do every morning when I wake up is get my water bottle filled. So I bought this off of Amazon, and it's one of those bottles that shows you, how much water to drink at every hour of the day. And typically during pregnancy, you should try to be drinking between 8 to 12 cups of water a day, or 64 to 96 ounces. So filling this up once will actually get me up to 32 ounces. So that just means I need to fill this up twice and finish all that water by the end of the day, and then I will reach my goal. So this has been helpful for me, but it does increase the amount of bathroom trips that are going on. But you know what? I feel a million times better when I'm getting enough water in. I feel less nauseous, I feel less dizzy, and I feel more focused and energized. When I am dehydrated, I feel awful. Like everything just feels off with my body. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this filled up with some fresh water. All right, voiceover Nicole here, and I am a little bit sick, so excuse the fact that my voice is deeper than it already usually is. But yeah, so I fill up my water bottle to the top, and I love this thing. Like I said, I actually really like that you can open and close it with one hand, because most of the time I only had one hand free. Here I am posing with some old-fashioned oats. And yeah, there they are. That's pretty much what I use for my oatmeal every morning. This is the Good and Gather brand from Target. I make my oatmeal on the stovetop, so I'm just gonna add that in and also pour in some milk. Usually I use almond milk, but I don't have any today. I only have organic whole milk, so I'll go ahead and stir that in. I also add peanut butter for extra flavor, and I always try to get peanut butter that has minimal ingredients with no added sugars, and this one is just organic, natural peanut butter from Smucker's. Once the oatmeal is cooking on the stove, I go ahead and wash up some berries. I love loading up my oatmeal with tons of fruit, so I'm going to be adding strawberries and blueberries today. And I'll also be adding in banana. Obviously, whatever I have on hand is what I add. This is actually going to be Jace's oatmeal. He just likes his plain with the peanut butter. I don't really add much to his. I'll just put fruit on the side for him. And for me, like I said, will be loading it up a ton. I eat my oatmeal the way I eat my pancakes. Like, I just like a lot of sweetness and fruit and crunch and deliciousness in there. So here we go, adding in those blueberries along with the strawberries. Gonna put in some chocolate chips, walnuts, and the banana. I'm also gonna be adding in some honey oat granola on top, as well as raw honey.
So that's all, guys. It looks absolutely amazing. I love, love, love oatmeal. So good, so delicious for you, and just the perfect way to start off every morning.
All right, no breakfast is complete in this household, at least without coffee. So of course, I'm gonna get my coffee started, and I actually make my coffee in a French press. Okay, I don't know what it is about French presses, but they are a little intimidating. At least I was intimidated at first, but it's actually so easy to do this. So my water's currently boiling on the stove top, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of ground coffee. Pour it right into here. And now you just take your top, which is the part that comes with that mesh strainer portion that actually strains the coffee. I don't know if there's a better word for that. You put it on top. I'm not gonna push it down yet. I'm gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes before I actually press the coffee down. Okay, after 5 minutes, you just push it down very slowly. So it's separating the coffee grounds. And that is it. Coffee is ready. Of course, it always gets a little messy when I'm working on stuff. I just throw it on the floor because right before I start eating, I will turn on my best friend here, the robot vacuum that has been the savior of my life.
Start vacuuming.
And so little Wally here, I did name him Wally, will start vacuuming while I'm enjoying my breakfast because there's just already mess all over the floor, especially when Jace is here. He's not here this morning, but when he is here, right underneath his high chair is so much mess on the floor. So I'll tell you guys more about this vacuum later, but right now I'm starving, so let's eat. For my coffee, guys, it's really nothing groundbreaking. I actually don't like to add too much to it because I genuinely want to taste the coffee, and I don't want it too sweet because my breakfast is already sweet. I clearly loaded it up with a ton of fruit, which is gonna be really healthy for me, and I just love fruit in the spring and summer. The warmer it gets, the more fruit I want, and the more pregnant I get, the more fruit I want. So this hits all the spots. I also need to make sure I take my prenatal vitamins. So I have my new Care Of that came in. I have a code for you below if you're interested in this, but I always take, obviously, my prenatals with my breakfast. And keep my water here to remind me to drink water throughout the day. I just need it like smack in front of my face so that I remember. So I'm going to enjoy my delicious breakfast. I will jump back on here during lunchtime. Okay, so it is right around noon, and actually, this is what you should know. Since I've been pregnant, I've probably had a bagel almost every single day because I've been craving a lot of breads and grains while I've been pregnant. Obviously, when you're nauseous, just, I don't know, it's just hard to eat much else. So I'm still on that, even though I'm in my 2nd trimester. But that being said, this morning, since I didn't have a bagel and I had the oatmeal instead, which like I said is really easy because I'm already making Jace oatmeal, I still crave that bagel. I still want the bagel. So I am gonna have a kind of avocado toast on a bagel with an egg situation for lunch. A lot of times if I don't have the oatmeal for breakfast, this is what I'm eating for breakfast. So I kind of feel like you're getting 2 breakfast options in this video. Otherwise, my lunch is pretty simple. Like I'll just do a sandwich with some canned soup, yes, because a lot of times like I'm working, it's the middle of the day, there's a lot going on. I don't have time to cook up this glorious meal. So I will order in like from Jimmy John's. But yes, today I am gonna take my time and make this delicious avocado toast situation. I know everybody makes their avo toast a little bit differently. I do pride myself on this. Also, update on my water, guys. I seem to be struggling a little bit this morning. Yeah, it's noon, but I'm at the 11 o'clock mark. So I need to chug water faster. Okay, enough rambling. let's go make this delicious sandwich.
All right, starting this off with everything bagels. Everything bagels are so freaking good. These ones, I believe, were just from Target. They are Thomas bagels. I go ahead and slice it in half and only have one half for lunch because I'm not super hungry.
Oh my God.
Also, definitely burn that a tad bit, but it's okay. For my spread, I'm gonna use one full avocado. Go ahead and scoop it out and cut it up into cubes. Throw that in a bowl and add in some chopped cherry tomatoes, a little bit of mayo, some salt, pepper, and oregano, and just crush that all up, mix it, mash it. You can keep it as chunky as you want or as smooth as you want. This is just gonna get spread right on top of your bagel. I put a nice thick layer of spread here. Yeah, I'm recording my voiceovers. So I am gonna be frying up an egg today, just adding some olive oil to my pan and frying up my egg. There it is, adding a little bit of Parmesan on top, some arugula, and some crushed red pepper for added spice, and some oranges on the side. I'm drooling just looking at this right now.
Okay, this looks amazing. My only flaw was that I overcooked the egg. I actually like the inside to be a little bit runny, and I don't think that it's gonna be running when I puncture it. You know that puncture? You just wanna see the egg yolk. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any, nope, no gooiness. It's not there. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to get it right in the next video. Nonetheless, this still looks amazing. And once again, the house is a complete mess just from cooking my meal. And I'm going to finish the rest of my coffee.
So as I mentioned earlier, we did get an addition to the family, and I'm beyond excited as I've been wanting a robot vacuum for years. Richie always makes fun of me because he says I don't clean as I cook, and that's why it's always a mess. I do admit that's true, but it's typically because I have a child trying to crawl back into my womb every time I enter the kitchen. But the Narwal is both a vacuum and a mop 2-in-1. So Richie, sorry, but I'm not changing. This has been a lifesaver, and I usually run it 1 to 2 times a day just to maintain cleanliness on the floor during the week before we deep clean on weekends. So this is the beautiful Narwal T10. It's actually the best robot mop on the market with self-cleaning technology, so you don't have to wash the mop yourself. Amazing.
Continue vacuuming. The robot is moving backwards. Please clear the space behind.
This is also a great option for families that have kids and pets. And some of my favorite features are, first of all, obviously that it's a 2-in-1, both a vacuum and a mop. I didn't even know that was possible, but this is the coolest thing ever. You can actually route and map your house so that it knows exactly where to go. Also, the robot can wash the mop itself, so that saves me additional time. It has 2 rounded mops pressed down to the floor and they rotate, so it removes stubborn stains. Here it is cleaning some coffee that I actually spilled. And it has smart navigation with app control. So I actually mapped out my whole house. It has a map and knows exactly where to go. You can mark off zones, like if you don't want it to go on a carpet or in a specific area. It is seriously so cool. I'm not techie or really into like stuff like this at all, but this thing has me geeked out. And also it's ultra quiet, so during vacuuming and mopping you barely notice it. I run it all the time while Jace is sleeping and it does not disturb him. If you've been on the market for one, make sure to use my link and discount code in the description and sign up on narwal.com to receive deals and offers. All right, around 3 o'clock, I usually have some sort of snack. Sometimes it's a smoothie. Today, it's actually going to be crackers. These are so good. These wheat crackers, rosemary, and olive oil. You guys, I'm telling you, they are delicious. They look like that. I'm going to be adding some Philadelphia cream cheese right on top. Add in some raspberry fruit spread, and it's just so good. I mean, so simple, but so good. So that's what I'm snacking on for today. Clearly, I'm very happy.
All right, guys, so it is around 4:30 p.m. I am trying to get started on dinner a little bit early today. My water is doing pretty good. I'm at the 4 p.m. mark. This is a lot harder to do than it seems. I just have used the bathroom like 1,000 times today when I'm actually keeping up with this, and I'm pregnant, so you naturally use the bathroom more. Anyways, enough bathroom talk. For dinner, I'm going to be making something that I make very often. It's one of my favorite meals. It actually is vegetarian, but you certainly can add sausage or chicken or any kind of meat to it, which I usually do put on the side for Richie so that he has some meat in his dinner. One of my biggest food aversions while I've been pregnant has been meat. So now that I'm in my second trimester, that has gotten a little bit better, but it's really just if I'm in the mood for it or not. There's some days that I'm just like totally down to eat meat, I'm in the mood, and some days where I just am so disgusted by any smell of meat. I don't want to cook meat, whatever. So this has been kind of one of my go-to veggie meals, and it's actually a gnocchi. Am I saying that right? I still don't know. I always say gnocchi, but I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But it's going to be a Brussels sprouts and gnocchi dinner recipe. It's delicious. I'll make sure I link this recipe below. I am a little tired from all of the cooking and filming I've been doing today, because normally I will grab some sort of leftovers from the day before in the fridge and just do it. But today, obviously, I'm trying to make meals fresh for you. So I've also been working really hard on maintaining the kitchen and keeping it clean. As you see, the counters are clear, and as you saw, I was vacuuming multiple times today with my new robot vacuum. Well, I guess I can't say that I was vacuuming because I wasn't actually doing it, but it has made my life so much easier to actually maintain the kitchen. Richie would be proud of me. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to pull out our Brussels sprouts. I just bought these yesterday. I'm gonna throw them into a strainer and just give them a nice rinse.
After I wash the Brussels sprouts, I dry them off very well because I want to make sure they're super dry so that I can get that crisp to them when I cook them up. I'm going to go ahead and actually chop them into fourths. Then I'm going to go in with the lemon and just peel off some of the peel right there so that I can get this coarsely chopped. I love lemon. I just love lemon. Look at this. So beautiful. Next, we're going to oil up our pan, add in the Brussels sprouts, and I am turning them all over so that it is flat side down so that that can get nice and crispy. We're going to add in our lemon zest, as well as crushed red pepper, and then go ahead and mix that up once the side that was down is nice and browned up. I'm gonna leave that on a few more minutes just to kind of crisp up the other sides, and then I'm gonna use the same pan to actually cook up the gnocchi. So go ahead and toss them in there, and we're gonna actually put the lid on and let that actually sit for a few minutes to get one side nice and crisp like so, as you can see here. Once you mix that up, you're gonna add in butter, honey, and then toss in the Brussels sprouts and mix that all up together and add some Parmesan. It looks amazing. It's gonna start melting on there. And basically once that's done, I pop it in a bowl and actually add more Parmesan on top because why not? And this is just seriously so good. The mix of flavors in here is just delicious.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a few bites, but I am gonna be waiting for Jace and Richie to get home so we can all eat together. I just need to try it because I can't make this, see it, smell it, and then not have a bite. So good. The cheese, the lemon, the Brussels sprouts, the crushed red pepper, like just so many surprising things to mix together that all taste so delicious together. You guys have to try this recipe. Once Richie gets home, he's gonna actually cook up some chicken for himself on the side. I don't even want to cook it because I don't want to smell it today. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments so I can continue to do more of these. I love you guys very much. Appreciate all of your support, and I will see you in my next video.